Hi Year 8, I'm just making this little video to show you how to use Cricut. Now if you go to Google, you can just Google Cricut or go straight to Cricut.com, Cricut.com, and you'll be taken to their homepage, and the first thing you need to do here is click on Design. And it will ask you if you would like to download the Design Space for Windows. If you haven't already, do that please. And part of that process, you have to create an account. Use your school email address please to register. And also the only tricky part, it'll ask you for a country. Australia won't be listed, so just pick Canada. It doesn't matter, it's connected to their shop side of things, but we won't be purchasing anything through Cricut for what we need it for. Okay, so I've already got it, so that'll be on my desktop. When yours is downloaded, it will be as well. So just double click to open. And it'll open like this, so you can just maximize your screen, click on New Project, and we'll get our workspace here. Now I've already set up my workspace in centimeters, yours will probably be in inches. To change it to centimeters, you just go to the menu, settings, and under units, just make sure it's metric. Click done, and it will come up as centimeters. Now our Cricut machine is a Cricut maker, that's why up here mine's set up as a maker, and the limitation on that is 30 centimeters wide by 30 centimeters long. Okay, now down your left hand side, you've got all your options here to start designing with. Templates, usually you have to pay for them. There are some free ones you can use. Text, shapes, and upload will be your other common ones. So for text, it's very simple. You just type in what you want. Okay, comes up in the font. That's a free font. There are other fonts here. Some of them you have to pay for, some are free. So there's another free one. And then you can manipulate the size of it. Okay, so you can click to move around. You can click and that drags it out in the same aspect ratio. If you want to make it, say, really skinny, you come up here to your size options, unclick your padlock so you can change one of the dimensions only. So I might change that width down to something like 8, hit enter, and it changes it. Okay, you can do the same for height. You might make that to enter, easy to manipulate. Okay, other things you can do with it, rotate, very easy. If you want to lock those sizes and that ratio in, click the padlock. Okay, to delete, hit the cross, done. I might leave that there though, so I might just hit undo actually. There we go. So there's an example of using text. Shapes is very easy. Here's your shapes you've got to work with. So I might just click on square, it'll dump a square in here for me. And same thing again guys, you can manipulate the size whatever you want. If you want to convert that to a rectangle, unlock the padlock, and you can come up here and type in the size you want. So you might want to leave that at about 7, you might want to change that to about 4, enter. Now you've got your rectangle, okay? You can manipulate these shapes so you can get what you want. So you might not want a rectangle, you might want like a frame. So you could just go click, I'm going to go Control C to copy, Control V to paste, and I can now make this one slightly smaller, so I might make that 5 by 2, oop, unlock that, 5 by 2, enter, and I can now hit shift and select both shapes, and you can see here they've both turned dark grey, so they're both selected, and just like in Word I can align them, so I can go align to the centre horizontally, and align vertically. Okay, and that's dead center now. Now, why would you do that? Well, when we get this on a bit of vinyl or fabric, it would run a blade along here, 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 and then it would come up, go to this point, and it'd cut there, 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 there. And then you could just peel away that center one, and you'd be left with that frame look. So you can manipulate the shapes however you want. Okay, and again, you've got all these shapes to play around with. You can get pretty creative, you can design some pretty cool stuff. Now upload's one of the other cool ones. You can just take images from Google Images or anything. If you've been super creative, Anything you've designed in Photoshop or in Paint, you can upload here. So let's look at an example. Upload. Here's ones I've already done before. Okay. And you'll notice that they're just basically they're silhouettes, they're black and white. That's the best way to go. Cool? Not all mine, some of these have been student ones. So here's one, let's just go back to the top. Sorry, upload. Okay, so if I'm uploading my own one here, just click upload image, browse. Now you would have first have to have downloaded an image from Google Images or saved it from Photoshop as a one of these file types. So you've got PNG, JPEG, GIF, SVG, DXF or bitmap. Okay, and the resolution plays a really important role. So I'll show you a couple of different ones. I'm going to show you what I think is going to be a poor quality one. Let's test this one out. And it gives you a preview here, and then it asks you to select what type of image it is. Is it a simple image? Is it moderately complex, or is it really complex? Just the two colors, it's pretty simple. So select simple, you'll see this green line around it, click continue. And now you are able to edit this. Okay, so basically what we have to do is get rid of the white sections, okay, the background. So you're on Magic Wand at the moment. So if you click on this white section, it'll delete all of the white that's attached to that point. Looks pretty good. But when you click preview, all right, you'll see these points in here, all around the dog's body. Zoom in and hit preview again, that are really rough. The cutter will actually pick those points up. And that comes down to the quality of the image you first uploaded. You can fix it. You can go to the erase tool and you can go, there's a blemish there, I'll get rid of it, and hit preview again, and that spot there's fixed. Okay, so if the one you choose has got just a few blemishes, you can go around and fix them. It is time consuming, okay? You see that's starting to tidy up now. All right, now I'm just going to go back and cancel this, and I'll show you the difference when you upload a really good quality, high resolution image. So I've had one here from earlier. What one was it? I think it was this one. Open. It's still simple. Continue. I'll just zoom out so you can see the whole thing. So you'll see at the bottom here, there's some stuff here that I wouldn't want to stick on anything I've made. So Magic Wand. And you can see that's deleted that background, but it's left this section down the bottom. So you can go across to the eraser. Now this is the size range, so you can slide up here, come on here, you'll see how big that eraser is. So I'll go even bigger, and it's bigger again. Super big, there we go. Now I can just click and drag and delete those sections there, making sure I get every little speck. Okay, and if I hit preview on this one, look at that, super clean. Okay, so it was all about finding a high resolution image to work with. All right, so once you think you're done, hit this green continue button. And here and here, it's asking if you want to print it on a printer and then cut around it, or do you just want to save it as a cut image? This is the one you want. Okay, if you're putting a bit of fabric into Cricut or a bit of vinyl or card, you just want to cut onto that straight away, you select cut. Okay, hit save. Now that'll go into my recently uploaded images. There he is. So I can click on him now and hit insert image, and that puts it on our design space. Okay, now I can manipulate that as well. So I can still go in and change all my sizes. I can change the aspect ratio. I can rotate it, whatever you want. Now the next important thing is that the Cricut can cut. It can draw, it can score. So if you're making a card and you needed a scored line on the fold line, you can do a score line. But what we're going to be doing is just cuts. So that's just done through a layer type. It automatically defaults to a line type of a cut. Okay, and you'll see cut, 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 cut. So it knows that you want to cut each one of these things out. Now when you're ready to make this, you'll see this one's dark grey. I'm going to hold shift and select all the other ones. So I can do them all at the same time, all on the same sheet, and I'll click attach. that basically pins it in that position. Alrighty, because otherwise if you go ahead and click make it, it just goes boom, boom, boom. I'm just going to stack them all in the top corner. We don't want that. You need to have selected all of them and hit attach. Okay, let's go make it. And here they are. Now you'll see this is the mat that your fabric gets stuck down onto, and it puts a red line in the workable area. You can go all the way to the edges. Oh, you can't now, that's a new thing in the update. Okay, so it is best to stay within those red lines, and you might even want to pull it in a little further, okay? You'll notice then you can probably cut a bit of vinyl or fabric that's 16 centimetres by about 27 centimetres, and that's the only size you'd have to stick down onto one of these mats, okay? If you're happy with that layout, you hit continue. And this is where you would have to plug your device into the Cricut, and then it would come up as a found device, and it will walk you through the settings to cut. Your teacher will show you how to do that on the day you cut your masterpiece. Alrighty, thanks for watching, and have fun designing.